Hey, remarkably, I'm still alive. But that's okay. We ain't gotta worry about that. I had an epiphany the other night. It was a fun one. It was one of those little thoughts you have sometimes. Uh, and I guess I recorded it down in my phone, because I looked at my phone the other night while in bed and I saw Explain Star Wars. I don't know what the fuck that meant. I tried doing that once a long time ago to someone, but I don't know. I never put it in my phone, so I don't know when I did. Maybe I tried doing it when I was drunk. I don't know. But I guess I'm gonna explain Star Wars. Fuck it, you know. I haven't done any, read up before this video. I mean, I've seen the movies a lot. I think I can explain Star Wars. I think it shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be too hard. You can see my eyes now. Look me in the eyes and tell me this won't be that hard. It won't be. I don't think. God, please. It's just Star Wars. We're gonna do it chronologically. We're not doing Solo or Rogue One. So I just don't want to. I just don't. So, we're gonna start with Phantom Menace. What a miracle of a fucking film, right? I need some water for this one. This one's gonna be a good one. This is all about Phantom Menace. Miracle film, God bless him. So it opens up in this fancy looking spaceship, right? This fancy looking spaceship. And so, yeah, these two dudes in robes, they're just hanging out, just doing their thing. I don't know what it is, but they're doing their thing. And they're trying to negotiate with these people because they're blocking trade for this planet called Naboo. And if you don't deal with it, Naboo's gonna run out of its resources because they only take imports like fucking dumbasses. So let's get political real fast. But they only took imports, so the Jedi were like, "Hey, let's calm down." And so they talk to him for a bit. They're like, "Wait 1 second, we'll be right back to you." And the room gets filled with poison gas, and they're like, "Shit, they're trying to kill us." They don't want to negotiate; they want to kill us. So they bail out of there, and they get down on the planet. They crash land. They're invading. And they're like, "Fuck, we're in the middle of all this bullshit. We gotta get out of here." And they're running into this frog-looking dude named Jar Jar. Jar. He's hanging out and doing his best. And he's like, "Hey, I can take you my guy. I got a guy. I can take you to him and be okay." So they follow him and they meet Boss Nass down below the water. Turns out Jar Jar was banished, so him being there is not a good idea. But, he's there anyway. He brought some friends along. And they're like, "Hey, we might need your help later. It's gonna be war." And they're like, "Fuck you." They're just like, "Fuck you." It's like, "Okay, can we leave?" They're like, "Yeah, take this ship, get the fuck out of here." So they take a ship, they go through the planet's core, and they get out by the palace. Theed, that's the city's name. And they get there, they pop out, and they're like, "We gotta get to the princess. Where the fuck's the princess?" So they get to the princess, and essentially, they get attacked. Palace gets run amok. You find out the princess they are with isn't the real princess. The real princess is over here somewhere. So it's a real mix-up of who's the real princess. And so they shove her in her ship, and they're like, "We gotta get out of here. We gotta get to Coruscant." Their hyperdrive fails midway in the outer rim, and they crash. They don't crash land. They land on Tatooine. It's like a desert. It's just the desert. And so they land on Tatooine. They're like, "What do we do here? What can we do?" And they're like, "Well, let's go talk to this guy. This Watto. Let's go talk to Watto. He can sell us a guy." And he's like, I don't take your credit. I don't take your currency. Fuck you." And that kind of sucks, because, imagine going to a foreign country, and they don't take American dollars. Everyone takes American dollars, but not everybody. Americans are just drawn to think that. Same thing with the Jedi. They're drawn to think that everyone's going to take Republican credits. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not going to take those. Not in the outer fields. Not there. So, they're like, "What do we do?" And they meet this kid. This kid's going to be the bane of your fucking existence. They meet this little rat bastard. And he's like, "Hey, I got a ship." His name's Anakin, by the way, in case you didn't know. And so he's like, "I got the ship, right? I'm a race car driver. I can win the race, get the money, and we'll be good. I can get you that thing you want so bad." He's like, "Okay, that's a good deal, thank you." And they see him, and Master Jedi's like, "This guy's up to something." Test his blood work. He's like, "This kid's strong with the Force. He could be a strong Jedi one day. He could be the chosen one, maybe. He could save the universe." In case you didn't know, there's a whole chosen one prophecy that says there's a guy who's going to come along and set balance to the Force between the dark and the light. The Jedi on the light side. You'll get to the dark side in a minute. So, Annie here, he's like, okay, whatever. He doesn't give a shit. So he races and he wins. And Qui-Gon, the master, is like, we want to take you back with us. And Watto's like, he's my slave. Him and his mom are literally my slave. Like, fuck you. They're my slaves. And, no one really wants to give up their slaves. They're going to fight about it. So he challenges him to a game of dice and says, this I get the guy, this I get the ma. And he uses the Force, tricks the game, gets the kid. Leaves the mom, which is not really the Jedi way, I don't think, to just leave slaves there. I'd free the slaves personally, but, I guess I wasn't there. So, they jet, they go back to Coruscant, and they test the kid for a bit, and they're like, this kid can't be trained, this kid's busted nuts, he's afraid, his mom's out there, getting beat the crap out of by some old pawn shop owner, and he can't do it. Qui-Gon's like, fuck you, I'll do it anyway, which, why'd he ask if he could do it anyway? So, they bail, again. They gotta go back to Theed, man. They gotta go back to Naboo. It's still under siege. They get there. Oh, I forgot to mention, before they go to Coruscant, a red guy with two lightsaber blades comes out of nowhere and just chopping their heads off. But he fails. They don't know who he is, what he's about. They think he's a Sith Lord who have been around for 1,000 years. So, yeah, that happens. That's a whole series of events. So, the Sith Lord, buddy, he's just hanging out. He's doing his best. Hanging out with his master, who is secretly Darth Sidious, who is secretly Chancellor Palpatine. Yeah, a thing in my throat. Chancellor Palpatine. Chancellor Palpatine, he's the attorney or some shit. No, he's like a senator. I don't know, it's like a senator, I think, for Naboo. That's where you meet him. He also escaped with him, so don't worry, he's fine. I mean, it's not good that he's fine. He's fucking evil. Orchestrated a mass. I'll get to that. So, they get back to Naboo with the kid, and they're like, we gotta put a stop to these robots. The bad guys are robots, by the way. We gotta put a stop to these robots. And they're like, how do we do it? Fuck if I know. And they meet the red guy, and they start fighting him, and they're like, kid, stay in the cockpit of the ship. He says, okay, I will. And then he flies off, because he's a fucking asshole. He flies into space, blows up the main little command ship thing, and turns the droids off. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are fighting this red guy named Darth Maul. And Darth Maul gets chopped right clean in half, and he falls into a thing, but not before he kills Qui-Gon. Right through the gut. Just dead. On the scene. Obi-Wan's, he's fine. He's the one chopped up. He chopped him in half, so he's good. Don't worry about him. If they worry he's the Jedi, they're like, if there's an apprentice, there's a master, because with Sith Lords, there's a rule too. So, the apprentice of the master. Now, who knows? And then the scene pans over to Palpatine. His very slight smirk begins to grow, and then, boom, end the movie. Oh, Obi-Wan, he's going to train the boy. So, that's Phantom Menace. Explain it fantastically, the entire plot now. Next, you Attack of the Clones. That movie's a fucking travesty. It's a fucking mess of a film. It opens on Coruscant. Anakin, he fell in love with the Princess of Naboo, and they're hanging out. He's real defensive of her. He's been assigned to defend her, because there's been attempts on her life. And so she's hanging out, and someone comes along and drills some holes in a window, let the two little poisonous bugs in, they try to kill her, and, he kills them with a lightsaber, which is weird. Imagine having a lightsaber that close to your fucking skin, it's like a fucking caterpillar type thing. It's a caterpillar, long and black. Whatever those are. It's climbing on your knee. You got some burn. You have a burn mark, I think, right there. I don't know. He chops him off, and Obi-Wan runs in yo, what's going on? He's like, assassin droid. And they look at the window, they see the droid flying off. They're like, we gotta chase it. They jump on, they grab it, they fly through the city, and they meet. It leads them to the bounty hunter who did it. And so they chase the bounty hunter down. It's changeling, death sticks. That shit happens. Death sticks are a drug in Star Wars that are offered Obi-Wan Kenobi in a cantina bar. And he tells him that he mind tricks him, which is basically force manipulation. It's fucked up. To go home and rethink his life. from what I read from the EU, he went home, rethought his life for a few weeks, went right back into it. Can't change someone. They're always going to be the way they are. That's addicts, brother. It's very fucked up. Don't say it to anybody else. I didn't say that. People can change. But just not that guy. He couldn't change. So, they chase the changeling down. She's like shifting back and forth between appearances. And right before they're going to get the word on who's orchestrating all this shit, a little pin, just boom, dead. Little poison needle in her neck. And early on, it looks strange, like, what the fuck happened? Who was that? They didn't see him, so took it out of her neck. He goes back to the Jedi, and they're like, we don't know what that is. We can't identify that thingy. We're fucking stupid in these movies. We think we know everything, and that's our whole downfall. Our whole problem. So, he takes it to his four-armed friend, forearms, I don't know what it's, Dexter, Jetster, I don't know. Brings him to him, and he's like, that's a Kaminoan thingy. He's like, oh, well, where's Kamino? He's like, cloners. They clone people. And, you know, that's weird. That's weird enough already. So Obi-Wan takes it back to the Jedi Temple again, because he's the one who wants to find Kamino. He's like, where the fuck is Kamino? Where's Kamino? I gotta find it. Where is it? So he goes in the little system, and it's not there. It's just not there. So he goes to Yoda, he's like, planet's gone. Where'd it go? And Yoda, who's teaching a bunch of kids at the time, says, funny. Lost a planet, Obi-Wan has. And the kids laugh at him like it's a fucking joke. People have died. So, Yoda's like, where do you think the planet went? So they put the little thing on the thing, and it projects like the soul of the galaxy, and he's like, this is where the planet should be. And the kid's like, it was erased from the archive. Someone erased it. And they're like, wow. That happened. And they're like, who would have done that? And they're like, I don't fucking know. I don't know who would have done that. Fella? Someone with access to the Jedi Temple archives? I don't know. You know, it's a real confusing film. And so he's like, you gotta go to the center of gravity's pull. That's where you'll find your missing planet. That's where you'll find Kamino. And so Obi-Wan's like, okay. Guess I'll do it. Why not? No harm, no foul. So meanwhile, Anakin's having all these nightmares. And he's like, I gotta get to my mom. I haven't seen her in years. She's gonna die. I'm afraid. So he goes to Tatooine with Padme and some robots, and C-3PO and R2-D2. I totally forgot about them. Oh, shit. I'm not gonna backtrack. Just, they exist. They're robots. That's all you need. Fuck you, you piece of fucking shit. So they go to Tatooine, and they go to the guy who apparently bought his mom and fell in love with her, which is a bit weird, but, you know, it's okay. And he's like, yeah, the Tusken Raiders took her. We tried, we looked. Only half of us came back. She's dead. Anakin fucking, he goes nuts. He goes to the Tatooine camp, kills the kids, kills the moms and the dads, and finds her, and she dies in his arms. And real sad scene. Then he just goes killing again, and you know, that's just what he does. Legend. Absolute legend. So he's losing his shit. That's what he's doing. Back to Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan goes to Kamino, you know, he lands there, he meets up, and they're like, oh, Master Safadius, it's so nice to see you. And he's like, that guy died a long time ago. What are you talking about? And he's like, well, he came and commissioned a whole army, like, 10 years ago. Did it for us. Did it for you. Where is he? He's like, I died. I guess this is a weird thing he did. You know, whatever, I guess I'm here to receive the army. So he checks out the army, it's a whole army of clones. Made for the government. They all look the same, and he's like, well, who are they based on? Who's the template? And they introduce him to Jango Fett. And he's like, I recognize this guy. I saw him on Coruscant. He's the one who shot that thing at the person. So he questions him. He's like, were you on Coruscant? Were you bounty hunting? Are you a bounty hunter? Are you killing people? Are you guilty? Did you do this? Is this your fault? Jango Fett's like, come, no, I didn't do it. And Jango Fett has his own clone named Boba, who's like a son to him, who his aging is normal, unlike the other clones who have accelerated aging, to make them perfect warriors. So he takes Boba Fett and they get on the ship and they start to get ready to leave. Obi-Wan comes out, Jango Fett shoots him, they fight for a bit, then they escape and he chases after him in a starfighter. Chases him all the way down to a place called Geonosis. Bug planet. That's basically all it is. It's just a big bug planet. It's full of fucking bugs, you know? And that's also the home of the droid building, guys. It's where they're building the droids at. Holy shit, right? It's all piecing together. The template is going to the droid guys, and whoa, right? And then you're like, who's Sifo-Dyas? Who's this guy? Who's Count Dooku? Obi-Wan meets that Count Dooku in the Geonosian place, and he's like, you betrayed the Jedi. You were one of us once. Why are you working with the Separatists? Why are you working with the Trade Federation? Why are you helping with the droid thing? He's like, you don't understand. The Senate's under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith. I forgot to mention, at the end of Phantom Menace, Chancellor Palpatine became Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. Well, I've been saying Chancellor. He started out as a senator. He became a Chancellor by kicking out Valorum, which was the previous Chancellor in Phantom Menace. Is it worth it? Is anything in these films worth it anymore? So it's all piecing together, right? Something seems wrong here. Where do these clones come from? Who is Sifo-Dyas? What's Count Dooku got to do with this? Why is Jango going back and forth between these planets? What's his role? So Obi-Wan walks in, gets trapped, talks to Count Dooku, and Count Dooku starts being like, oh, join me. I was Qui-Gon's master too. This is news to you. You didn't know this. No one knew this. It's fucking stupid. But everything's got to tie together in some way. It's fucking Star Wars. So, he traps him. Anakin gets a distress call and he chases after him from Tatooine with Padme. They get there. They also get caught because they're fucking stupid. They wheel him out in this big Coliseum. Gonna do some glorious execution. But psych. The other Jedi know now. Then they arrive in a fucking horde. All the Jedi just run in. They're like, hey guys, we're here. Meanwhile, Yoda, he went off to his own little business. Alone. So, all these Jedi are getting their asses kicked. Jango Fett loses his head fighting Mace Windu. You know, it's really a mess. Really a whole fucking tribulation. Not even the right word, I think I used that word wrong. But, so they fight. And it's a real good time. Then they get surrounded and it looks like they're screwed. And then come the clones. They come flying in at the perfect time with Yoda. He's like, hey, I did this. I found them. They're here. Methamphetamine I am on. And he arrives, and they start kicking ass, taking names. And Count Dooku's escaping, and Obi-Wan and Anakin, and like they can we gotta get after him, so they go after him, and they get their asses kicked too. And Yoda walks in. Anakin lost an arm, by the way. That's important. Lost the whole. Just gone. Yoda walks in. He lays waste to Count Dooku for a bit, and Count Dooku bails, escapes. And that just makes things all the more confusing and begun the Clone Wars have, because now there's clones everywhere, and there's robots too. Clones and robots. Fucking everywhere. You can't really escape them, they're just kind of everywhere. So that basically where that movie ends at. Ends that mess. Yeah, good movie. Fantastic film. And then we open on Revenge of the Sith. Takes place around 3 or 4 years later. It's the peak of the war. Things are going to fucking shit in a handbag. And it opens up on Anakin and Obi-Wan flying down in one of the coolest shots of Star Wars history. This is a good movie. This is the best one of that trilogy. And then he comes flying down. And it's looking real touch and go for a second. It's looking real bad. And he's got to kill General Grievous because he kidnapped the Chancellor. General Grievous has 4 arms. That's all you need to know. It means he can wield 4 fucking lightsabers, dude. That's so fucking badass. So, they fight. They try fighting Grievous, and he's like, fuck you, I'm out. And they fight Dooku instead. And Dooku gives him some hassle. Until they kill Dooku. Well, Anakin kills him, chops his head off, because Chancellor Palpatine told him to. Which is questionable, because if Palpatine's the bad guy, then why do you want his bad guy apprentice to be killed? Maybe it all ties together. Maybe he wants him to be his apprentice. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Anakin killed a bunch of kids and shit. I mean, already, he's gonna kill more. Spoiler alert, he's gonna kill more kids. Just so you know, he's gonna kill more children. More children are gonna die before this movie ends. Maybe some more. Maybe that's, I don't fucking know. You see some kids die, you know. Kids are gonna die in these movies. You just gotta accept it. That's the course of movies these days. Kids die in film. I don't care what film you're watching. Kids are gonna die, baby. Kids are they're gonna die. So, basically, they crash land the ship on Coruscant. They crash land it. Forgot what happens afterwards. Oh, they come out of the ship. Mace Windu, he's like, did a good job, guys. You got the Chancellor back. Count Dooku, it's a shame you had to kill him, but you know, whatever. Obi-Wan, you gotta go find Grievous. Anakin, talk to you later. So Anakin he's like, okay, thanks, Mace. And they go to the Jedi Council, and they're like, Anakin, we give you a seat on the council, but we don't give you the rank of master. And that throws him into a fucking hissy fit. He can't stand that shit for some reason. Like, no, apparently having power, political fucking gain, it was not enough, you know. He had to have a rank. It doesn't even matter. I mean, who gives a shit? So Anakin, you know, being the absolute child that he is, rants and raves about it, talks to his best friend Palpy, because, and then, you know, he talks to him. Obi-Wan comes, he's like, Anakin, we need you to spy on your best friend, okay? Spy on him. Spy on Palpatine. Let's do it. Nothing to lose. And Anakin's like, that's fucked up. That's fucking wrong. I guess I'll do it, though. He does it. Hangs out with him for a few days. Well, Obi-Wan goes to deal with Grievous. He kills Grievous, by the way. He fucking shoots him in the chest and he explodes. And it's real cool. It's real cool. And meanwhile, Anakin's just going through the motions. He's having a hard time having dreams of his Padme wife dying. She's pregnant, by the way. And, you know, that's a real bomb to drop on. She's pregnant. He's going through it. He's just having a hard time. I feel bad for him, honestly. So he talks to Palpatine, finds out that Palpatine might be the Sith Lord. Maybe. Might be the Sith Lord. Just might be. He tells him the whole story of Darth Plagueis the Wise, and I'm not gonna recite that fucking bullshit. This isn't a fucking meme. I probably could, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was a Dark Lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise that he could use the Force to influence the midichlorians to create life. He had such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. The dark side of the Force was a pathway to a mini ability some consider to be unnatural. He became so powerful, the only thing he was afraid of was losing his power. Which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself. Lord Vader. And then Anakin's like, it's impossible to learn this power. He's like, not from a Jedi. And that's basically the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise. And then you put it together. dude, Palpatine was the guy who killed Darth Plagueis. Oh my god, he's saying he can save people from death. He's like manipulated this kid back and forth. You know, he has him right around his finger. You know, right there. So Anakin, he's like, you're the Sith guy. You're the bad guy. He's like, yeah, but I am, but I can save the ones he loves. So maybe you should tell the Jedi. Go ahead, just go tell them. They don't trust you. Go tell them. So he goes and tells them. They arrive. You know, in like a group of 5, you have a Mace Windu. He's there. He's cool. Samuel L. Jackson, real nice actor. Kit Fisto, green fella. That one guy with the horns that go down like here. I swear there's 2 others. Don't know what they look like, or I just completely forgot. They all get their asses kicked, except Mace Windu. He can use a thing called Vapad, which kind of directs the dark side or the Force from himself. Drawn in from others, kind of reflects it, builds on it like a loop. It's weird. I'm not gonna explain that shit. That's some Star Wars theory bullshit. You go talk to them about it. Don't talk to me. So, you know, they fight. He almost has him down the corner. He's reflecting his lightning, and dude's all fucked up. Real time, real gamer time right there. And you know, it's looking real bad for Poppy. Looking like a bad time. Anakin busts in, and you can't kill him. We need him alive. And he's like, he's too dangerous to be left alive. Which isn't the Jedi way. Which just cements it even further for Anakin not to trust them. And so Anakin fucking kills him. He chops his hands off, and Palpatine force lightsing him out the window. It's Coruscant. It's like fucking 300 stories tall, so a couple thousand maybe. He drops down, probably dead somewhere. He's dead. Rest in peace. And Anakin's like, what do I do now? I killed him. He's like, you're my apprentice. I'll call you Darth Vader. Lord Vader. So when he does this, he pulls out a thingy. He goes to the Senate. And talks about how attempt on his life, shit like that. And then he initiates Order 66. Which, you see, it's war, right? All the Jedi have been commanding these clones the entire time, so they're surrounding them. And they have a thing in their brains. If there's an Order 66 put out, they kill the Jedi. You can guess what happens next. Real sad. So Yoda feels it. He senses it happen. He doesn't get killed because he's smart. He's like, I gotta get back. I gotta get back to Coruscant. Obi-Wan, he also survives because he's fucking awesome. Ewan McGregor, good performance. Proud of you there. And this is about the time Hayden Christensen actually becomes a good actor. He sucks as a good Anakin, but a Vader, tasty display. So he's like, Vader, we go to the temple, kill the Jedi. Only you can do it. This is when he kills kids. Kills a lot of kids. You don't see it happen, but it's implied it happens. He's got like a tear going down from his eye, which is just fucking weird. Slaughters a bunch of kids. Time of his life, probably. You know. Real good. Real good. Those kids are dead. Rest in peace. Is. So, you know, the kids are dead. He skedaddles to Mustafar. Obi-Wan and Yoda arrive at Coruscant like a day later. Everyone's dead. They search the archives and they find out what happened. They're like, what do we do? Anakin did this. Obi-Wan's like, send me to kill the Emperor. I'll do it. He's the bad guy. I can't do it. I can't kill my best friend. You know, it's like, you're too weak. You gotta kill your best friend. I'll kill the bad guy. I'll kill the big bad. So they go their separate ways to take on their respective baddies. Padme goes with Obi-Wan Kenobi, by the way. You know, Padme goes with him, which I don't know why you'd go with a guy to a lava planet, but you know she does. Mustafar's a lava planet. They arrive. He force chokes his wife, which is a sign of domestic abuse, and honestly is illegal. Should be illegal in space too. I don't know about space law very well, but you know, shouldn't be legal. And so she's passed out on the ground, and They get into it. They fight for a while. Then it pans over to fucking Yoda, and he's fighting Darth Sidious, Palpatine. He's kicking his ass. He's laying into him. He's fucking rocking his shit. Then it gets to a stalemate, and Yoda has to run. He has to escape. You admit it. He beat him, technically, but the clones were arriving. He didn't have time, so he had to get out. He fails. His best friend Bail Organa picks him up. He was the senator of Alderaan, which is like a peace-loving planet. Real hippies over there. So, Anakin and everyone are fighting great. They're fun, kick each other's asses. And, Obi-Wan just casually cuts off all of his limbs and drops him down to lava. Like friends do. He was a good friend. That's what you do to your friends. So, he thinks he's dead, so they bail and pick up Padme. They go to some little thing. Padme's giving birth, by the way. I guess being choked out, causes birth. So, yeah. Gave us birth. Palpatine throws Anakin in a suit of armor. Because, again, he has no limbs, and he's roasted inside out. Looks like a fucking burnt pizza roll. It's awful. Bad time for him. How many times have I put my hair back and forth? Can you count in this video alone? Go for it. Have fun. I don't fucking care. Do what you want. So, yeah, that's basically Revenge of the Sith. Clones taking over. I forgot to mention. Palpatine was given emergency power, so he has complete control of the Senate. He's a dictator now. Dubs it the Galactic Empire. That's the prequel trilogy. Pretty much. That's pretty much it. I think I got most of it. Missed the droids entirely. Don't know what the fuck they did. I farted.